There's a photo that popped up recently on social media. I'll show this to you. It's you and Eddie backstage. And I'm curious if you remember anything about this. This is an iconic photo.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Do you remember when or where that was, or maybe what you guys are talking about?
You know what? That was, okay. Eddie and I, we had a little scuffle one night. What happened was I was in a faction called the Honor Society. It was with Luther Reigns and 𝗙𝗔𝗜𝗥. And we were supposed to get heat on the Guerreros. And it was the end of the show, and we went out in the ring, and Luther and 𝗙𝗔𝗜𝗥 beat up Eddie, and I was beating up Chavo. And we got backstage at the Gorilla, where you enter the arena. When we went backstage, Eddie started yelling at me. He said, "You were stiffing me. You were hitting me hard for real." I'm like, "Eddie, I didn't touch you." And he's like, "Yes, you did." He pushes me. I said, "Eddie, don't do that again." He pushed me again. I shoved him, and he tried to double leg me. I got him in the front face lock, and I choked him out. And so,
damn,
that was after.
That was that day?
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing was, when we went to talk, I went over to him and said, "Hey, I want to apologize." He goes, "I'm not ready to apologize." And I said, "Oh, really?" We started going at it again. So Eddie and I were like brothers. We loved each other and we hated each other hard. And, but that was right after that occurred. And, but Eddie, that's when Eddie calmed down and said, "Listen, I know, let's just let bygones be bygones." And, he's like, "I love you, Kurt. You know I do." And so that photo right there is right after that incident.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your best memory of Eddie?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's so many memories of Eddie. But my WrestleMania 20 match, one of my favorite matches of all time. Eddie came up with the finish, which was brilliant because, Eddie lies, cheats, and steals his way to victory. And he kind of cheated his way to victory with me where he had his shoe untied and I had the ankle lock and the shoe came off. And then I charged him and he rolled me up real quick and won the match. It was a brilliant finish because it worked with his character and it protected me. So it wasn't like I lost legitimately. And that's what Eddie was good at. He was good at protecting everybody and making sure everybody looks good when they're wrestling.